Plaintiff, Emmanuel Radney, says he met the defendant when they were young. But years later, they reconnected and started dating. Emmanuel claims their relationship ended because the defendant cheated with Emmanuel's friend, and he's suing her today for a loan. Defendant Adrena Young says dating Emmanuel made her feel insecure because he likes women who are well-endowed in the back. So she felt pressured to wear butt pads. Adrena claims the only reason she hooked up with Emmanuel's friend is because he made her feel beautiful, and she denies owing him for anything.
Start with you.
Well, I met her when I was very young because her grandmother used to watch me when my mom and dad went to work, and then I end up bumping back heads with her. You know, as you look at her, you know, she grew up. Mm-hmm. I mean, no offense.
She's no kid anymore.
No. You know, from the front, it's all good.
Calm down.
But
I got some ice in back.
yeah, you know, but no offense, you know, a man knows his woman and what he like, you know. She was missing a little bit in the back, but I'll settle for it because, you know, but it was all right.
That's why you're the ex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just a
You're
little picky
talking
sometimes.
like that about the woman's body parts on television. Mm-hmm. Like the mature folks say, you're talking under her clothes in here.
I mean, I went from the inside too, you know. Like I said, it was more to it than just
That's
that.
why you've been quit. But go ahead.
Okay.
When you met her or when you all began dating, tell me about
For
that.
the most part, she was a real interesting person, you know, so, you know, we interacted real good. We had a nice relationship and all, you know, so, you know.
What did you bring to the table? You just described her beauty and physique.
Of course,
And
you know.
so what you bring?
Not the physique.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't have muscles at first. Have no muscles.
Nothing.
You ugly. I'm just kidding. Just having fun with you. You know that.
All right.
You know that.
Well, you know,
but
basically, you know, my mother raised me the right way, so
Good.
I'm real respectable for women and everything, so I treat her to the best of my abilities and try to make her smile like all the time, you know.
And you come across as a good guy that has been raised properly.
Oh, thank you.
What was the relationship like and how long was it?
Well, it didn't last the full year, you know, but everything was okay. Then I realized that it was getting a little rocky, you know.
Why?
But
What was the rockiness about?
I don't know. I want to say it's because she kind of periodically drinks throughout the day, but
Throughout the
she's
day?
not really that aggressive
You
when
are
she
lying.
drinks.
Don't do that.
All right. Let me hear from you then.
Well, Your Honor, I just want to say, glad to be on the show. I'm a big fan of you and Doyle's.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, Emmanuel, he's obsessed with big booty women. I'd like to think I have better access than, you know, just the behind. You know, I have a
Correct.
beautiful personality and smile. You know, it was to a point
Correct.
to where he made me feel really insecure about myself. So I even wore like butt pads just to make him feel happy, you know, because he's just obsessed with that. And everybody cannot be blessed.
I'm not going to go there. I started to go there about what you made him wear. What did you make him wear to make his assets look?
Nothing.
I mean, he has a man song
Go
somewhere in the
ahead.
closet, you know.
And so he made you feel insecure.
He
Did
made
you
me
all
feel
ever
insecure.
argue about that or something?
I mean, I asked him, what is a big deal about it, you know?
Men who are watching, do not ever tell a woman anything you dislike about their body parts because they will immediately find somebody who does like those body parts.
You're all right. You're all right.
I promise you.
See, I
All
think,
right,
excuse me, Your Honor, but I think I really did it because she used to always be like, well, I like Puerto Rican guys anyway. So, of course, I like big booty girls anyway. So it was like more of a,
All right, then. Tell me about this loan. How does she owe you $1,800?
okay, yeah. Before our relationship ended, you know, she started messing with my friend, my everyday
See?
friend.
She started messing with somebody else. Did he talk about your parts?
No, Your Honor.
Right, see?
But still,
See,
no,
just
that
like
was
I
my
told you,
friend, though, my
That's a-
everyday
that's
friend.
the issue.
Okay, but before that, you know, she called me and she said that she really wanted to get a car. She needed a car, and I wasn't finna take her everywhere all of the time because she'd be complaining. So she asked me for a loan for $1,800.
And when was she to repay you?
A month later.
You have pretty good income?
Yeah, it's basically a little bit to the side, a little bit here, bills, and a little bit to the side. Cut down my
I'm just
spending.
curious. You make over 30, 40,000?
Yeah,
Good.
so.
All right. So I guess you can afford to come up with 1,800 at that point if you're saving your money. You don't have any children?
Yes, I do.
How many?
2.
All right. So you loaned her your kids' money. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Well, Your Honor, it was not a loan.
He said you run off with his best friend or his friend. You want to start there or not?
We could start there. I didn't actually run off. I just kind of walked away with his best friend.
With his best friend. How did that happen, ma'am?
Well, we were at the club one night, and he was basically telling me that I deserve better, and I'm like, you are correct, I do. And one thing led to another. We end up, hooking up and going out, and he made me feel beautiful, Your Honor. He made me feel like it doesn't matter if I'm 150 pounds or 550 pounds. What you see is what you get, and he's seen my beauty in and out.
All right, I just don't get it when people do that. There are many, many, many other people to date, and you just so happen have to date my friend. Now, I understand people, you might be just hanging out and y'all all just partying, or he catch you off guard and say, let's go party. You drunk?
Yep.
And y'all go drink. But they say, honey, I'm leaving you for your good friend. Where do you do that? How did she say it to you? I'm just curious.
I mean, she probably did it because he was Puerto Rican. But
How did she say it to you?
she didn't say it to me. I wound up walking inside the club and seeing them together.
What did you say to them?
Hey.
That's it. I just looked like, oh, this is what y'all do? Because I was wondering, because like I said, it was my everyday
I
friend.
think that was the best way to do it.
With me being with him every day, I knew he must have been dealing with somebody because, some days he'd be like, yeah, I'm laid up right now. So I'm like, oh, okay. That's when it really hit me. But
all right. With regard to the loan, he says he loaned you $1,800. He has children, so it doesn't make sense that he would give you $1,800. But you convinced me that it was a gift.
Your Honor, it was a gift because at the time we stayed about 45 minutes away from each other. And he would always complain about us not seeing each other because he moved away. So I said, well, if you really miss me so much, then why don't you buy me a car? And that's exactly what he did. He bought me a car to see him for our relationship.
I told her to take the bus.
And I did not agree to it being a loan. I don't have $1,800 to give back. I am his girlfriend, and if he cared, if he wanted to see me, at the time I did. Now I don't.
Okay. When he loaned you the money, what was your income like? 30, 40,000?
My income was probably about 25,000 a year.
Okay. And so couldn't you afford your own car?
No, because I have children as well.
How
The
many?
shopping problem.
2.
You don't receive child support for those children?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, she really did you in.
But Your
she
Honor-
had you buying her cars and cheating with your friend. Now she laughing about it. Man, she treating you like you a sucker. Is
Your
there
Honor-
anyone would
Definitely
laugh
feel like
about it and do that? You have any evidence?
Actually, I don't have any paperwork to deal with it, but
Okay. Any other testimony?
other than you can tell. Look at she
Well,
took
no,
my
I can't
friend
tell
from me.
other than
She-
by the credibility that
Okay.
she lacks
Yeah.
today. And when I don't have enough evidence, all I can go by is the credibility of the litigants. And I believe him over you. Bottom line. For a number of reasons, not the least of which you got to hear and laughed at the man in his face, and you're still laughing out after he's out of $1,800, and you just talked about him like he's some type of sucker. Yeah, ran off with his guy. Yeah, so what? Yeah, $1,800.
Your Honor, it was
I
his
need a
income
ride.
tax.
Why couldn't you buy your own ride? 'Cause they had kids. Yeah,
He got
pay
his
for him a
income
ride.
tax check.
Whatever. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's the point. He
Mines.
has his own children.
Mines.
Judgment for the plaintiff. I believe you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm not gonna deal with her again. I just dodged the bullet, and now I'm just gonna steer clear, and I'm on my way to the top.
What's gonna happen now is I will never ever talk to him again. He already know that he gave to me. He was not a loan. I did not agree to paying him back, but I will never date somebody like him ever again in my life.